Lisa is in Ohio. Hi, Lisa. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Long-time listener, first-time caller. How you doing?
Better than I deserve. How you holding up?
Doing okay. My problem is I have a millionaire that refuses to let me have a dryer. He is completely against a dryer. I have no reason.
A dryer, like a washer and dryer.
Like a washer and a dryer, yes.
So your husband, you guys are millionaires.
Well, he is a millionaire. I am not. We are not married, but we do live together.
Oh.
And it's our money until we get to the checkout line, and then
it's not our money. You're not married. You have a roommate.
Exactly. Yes. Okay. So he says it's our money.
Well, he's wrong.
So I buy. Exactly. That's what I keep telling him. It's your money. But I've even offered to buy the dryer. I get disability, and my home was paid off by the time I was 30. And then I didn't drop out of the workforce until I was 38. I had a surgery and almost lost my left leg.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, so I've had a really hard time.
Okay, so you personally have how much money, not counting your roommate?
I have personally saved roughly $25,000. I have 20 of that locked in a CD that will come up next year at 2.5%.
Okay.
And
how much is a dryer?
That I've even offered to pay it.
No. I want to ask. I said, how much is the dryer?
I don't know how much a dryer would be. $500-600.
Probably more than that, depending on.
I don't know. I don't even shop for one in 8 years.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe you ought to determine what the price of the dryer is. You have a washer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean,
I have a washer.
All right.
And I have a dryer down there, and the dryer, like I've offered to have somebody come out and look at it.
Oh, there's one sitting down there that doesn't work.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm confused. Why can you not just go buy a dryer?
He does not want.
It's not up to him.
I'm confused about.
It's not up to him. No, wait a minute. It's not. Whoa. Who owns the house that you live in?
He does.
Okay, so he owns the dryer that's sitting down there.
Yes.
And how long have you been living there?
8 years.
Okay.
And the dryer has never worked.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of other things that aren't working. And this dryer is just part of it. So you are a case study on why shacking up doesn't work. Okay?
Well, we both agreed we didn't want to marry.
Why?
In the very get-go.
Why?
Because I've been married once,
so?
And it just didn't work out for well.
I drove a car once and had a wreck too, but I didn't quit driving cars.
Right, and then he's never been married, and then I'm not really interested in getting remarried anyway right now.
But you want a dryer in his house.
Well, the one reason is I have MS, so I have a lot of medical bills that would be better, if I'm responsible for my own.
You are an outline case study. Everything that's coming out of your mouth is the reason that shacking up doesn't work. It's very, very difficult to manage your life this way because you're trying to act like you're married and you're not. And therefore, you don't have a way to solve basic disputes. Whose mustard is it in the refrigerator? It's like when you're in college and you have a roommate and somebody buys mustard and somebody else uses it. And so it's just because you're freaking roommates. Legally, financially, and in many cases emotionally. You're roommates with benefits. That's all it is. And so that's that's the core of your problem. And so I don't know. If I were living in someone else's house, can I go buy a dryer and put it in their house? Well, I guess if you sleep with him, you probably could get by with that. So, that's my guess. So go buy a dryer, girl. Just have it delivered. Just trot your little butt down to the dryer store, buy a dryer, pay the delivery charge, have them come up and put it in the room. And have him haul off the old one that doesn't work. And if he doesn't like that, you can pay him for his old one that doesn't work. And then you have a dryer. It's magical. But you don't really have standing to cause your roommate to buy you stuff. You just don't. And this is the problem with this halfway thing of doing it. Paint or get off the ladder kind of a thing. And so, and I've been doing this for 30 years, and I've never been able to coach a couple successfully. It's not because I'm obstinate about it. It's just there's too many things pulling at all this stuff the wrong direction. I've never been able to coach a couple how they can sort of be married. And, and it doesn't work out. So I don't think you have a problem. It's none of your business what he does with his money, because he's your roommate. You don't get to go. Now, if the two of you are married and you're married and he has $1 million and he brings $1 million in the marriage and then he's too cheap to buy a dryer, then you've got a discussion, which it's absurd. He can't buy a dryer. Of course he can buy a dryer. Normal human beings have a washer and dryer when they have $1 million. That's just weird. So he's just being a tightwad beyond belief. He's strange. And so that's what we're talking about here. So go buy a dryer, girl. It's not up to him. If you want a dryer, go buy you a dryer. You're a free person. You have money in the bank and you have income coming in from your disability, and you can make it out there in the real world, and you can make a decision. You're 38 years old. Buy a dryer. It's not that big a deal.